Hey YouTube, this is Foo3112. It has been about 4 months since my last video, and I just received a submission back from PSA yesterday, and I kind of want to share that with you. As you notice right in front of you, this is a Don Mattingly PSA DNA signed card, and I really have been focusing more on getting signatures than actual expensive cards, just because I wanted to get as many as I can before the season ended. So all year long, I've been going to a bunch of games, getting things signed from Marlins players as well as opposing teams. But one guy that I'm always just thrilled to get is Miami Marlins manager, Don Mattingly. And so I went ahead and had a few of his cards to send him off to PSA, and I just got him back yesterday. And so with this first one, here it is, in 1985 Topps PSA DNA, Don Mattingly. Okay, and actually I'll hold it up here. We got 1985 Topps Don Mattingly, and I try to, of course, hand him a card that is in pretty good condition, as you can see here. A lot of times I see people, or I see cards in holders, and the cards are kind of destroyed, and I don't know how that happens or whatnot. But you know, if I'm going to get something signed, I'm going to try to hand over the best possible example that I have. So here we go, 1985 Topps Don Mattingly. And here's next year with the 1986 Topps Don Mattingly, very well centered card. It's in black Sharpie there. One thing I really don't like about the PSA DNA anymore that they do is that before it used to say at least like 1986 Topps or whatever year it was and manufacturing, then it would also have the card number right above here on the authentic part. For some reason, PSA felt that they just weren't going to do that anymore, so they started putting trading card, which kind of looks a little cheap. Also, they can't even put the number of the card, which is kind of weird. I don't know if they just want people to start submitting the red flip, which not only authenticates the autograph but also the card as well. And unless it's like a Nolan Ryan or somebody like a Mickey Mantle card, you know, who's going to duplicate really a 1986 Don Mattingly card or something like that? So, you know, I don't really want to take the focus away from the shape of the card rather than the autograph itself, because that's really what appeals to me. So 1986 Donruss Don Mattingly, beautiful card, very sharp corners. I mean, razor sharp with this one. And again, these are cards I've been holding on to the whole year as I get them signed, and I just sent them off maybe about a month ago, and I actually just got them back yesterday, which is pretty quick. Then followed up with that one is 1987 Fleer Don Mattingly, which is probably his best year career-wise. 85, actually 85 he did do an MVP year, but as far as you know, 87 with home runs and grand slams, I mean, I think he hit like 6 grand slams that year, which was amazing because he never hit a grand slam in any other previous years or any years after. So that one signed in blue Sharpie. Then I also followed up with his 1987 Topps Don Mattingly in a blue Sharpie. And this was just a player that I used to love when I was a kid, though. So every time, you know, I get to meet him, it's simply an honor, to be honest. Then here's the 1987, and you're saying, wait, you got two. Well, actually, this one's a Tiffany version, which is actually glossier, shinier version. As you can see, this is a regular 87 issue, and then this is the 87 Tiffany. So you can actually kind of tell this one's a little darker. This one actually has a shinier gloss to it. Again, 1987 Topps Tiffany. And this one I got off of eBay, I think for like $3 or something like that, something along those lines. All right. Then I also went with his 1988 Topps, and this one always reminds me of the wax box for 1988 Topps. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember those, but it had Don Mattingly on the front. So to me, this card is just one of those cards that I never actually owned as a child. I never pulled this one out of a pack, which is kind of amazing. That I pulled Canseco's and McGuire's and Strawberries, but never this one. But also, I mean, I wasn't buying wax boxes back in the day. I'd just buy packs here and there of either Topps or Donruss or Flea or whatever was going on. So then I also have his Tiffany version of the 1988 Topps. This one I got in blue Sharpie. I don't know, this one, the regular issue I got in black, which I thought complemented the card really well. But for the shinier one, I just decided to go with the blue Sharpie. So really sharp card, and this one I got off eBay as well. So Mattingly is a great signer. This is a ball that I got signed as well. He's a really good signer, really good. If you don't get him one day, you'll get him the next. I mean, he's like that. He's super nice. You can't get mad at him if he decides not to sign that day. I mean, it's his right whether he wants to or not. But I mean, he's just one of the classiest people, and I'm not kidding. You know, he doesn't really bitch about it or anything like that. He's just, you know, if he can't do it today, he'll say it, and then you'll probably get him tomorrow. So, but signed it right on the sweet spot for me. So eventually I got to get a proper holder first, but super psyched to get this one also. And not only that, but then I also, of course, I had to get his 1984 Donruss card. This is his rookie. Of course, he has also the 84 Fleer as well as the Topps, but this one's the one that collectors typically gravitate towards. Again, this is 1984 Donruss. And this is a card that I mean, I don't really see it signed too often, so it's something that I had to buy myself and get it signed and submit. He signed it really nice in blue Sharpie. Really nice signature. And it looks awesome. I mean, as far as black or blue, I mean, it just wasn't even a question for me. It was blue all the way. But not only with that, I got another one and a third one. So I love this card that much. I really do. Never owned it as a kid growing up. So here's 3 1984 Donruss Mattingly cards. This one I'm going to keep for myself, though. The other two, excuse me. If somebody wants to purchase them, you know, please feel free to reach out to me. You know, as far as sale, though, it would be like $200 because I know that recently they had one for like $250 on eBay or best offer, and it actually was let go for $225. So if somebody wants it off of eBay or outside of eBay, which I have mine also for $225, you're more than welcome to send me a PM and we'll work some out, but $200 if you do want one. I mean, these cards, you don't really see them signed too often, but if I keep all three, I keep all three, and I'm completely content with that. So, Don Mattingly, 1984 Donruss, beautiful looking card. So also, with this going on, hopefully we keep Mattingly as a manager next year for the Miami Marlins, and Miami's where I'm from, if you haven't picked up on it. And so, of course, you know, Jeter went ahead and I think with about 11 other investors or 12, he bought out the Marlins. So he is a co-owner, but he's actually representing as a face of the team, CEO, handling day-to-day operations. And Jeter has been making, you know, news lately as far as him coming over, taking charge of the team and such. And he said that he's going to be at the stadium a lot. So I actually went one day. It was a day that he did his press conference, and he was there. And I knew he was going to be there that day. And he got there early, and I didn't get him, unfortunately, when he came in early. However, I did catch him on the way out, and this is 2013 Topps Derek Jeter, PSA DNA, and I mean, it came out beautiful. I mean, probably for a good 2 hours after I got the sign, I just kept on looking at it. I just couldn't believe it. So I think I had it for about maybe just a couple of days and sent it off to PSA. And again, the submission did come back yesterday. 2013 Topps Derek Jeter. This is a captain. And definitely first time Hall of Famer when he gets in on, was it going to be 2020? And I would love to actually go into the ceremonial thing that they do in Cooperstown. I would love to go there because from what I heard that the players do sign, you do got to pay a fee though. But regardless, I want to be there for this one though. Just say that, you know, I was there for his induction. So amazing card. I mean, I've gotten a lot of autographs, but this is one that is just simply amazing for me to get. Mattingly's awesome. I'm super stoked every time I get him, but this one I just kind of had to pinch myself. Signed in really nice in blue Sharpie. Has one of the best signatures, I think. Again, 2013 Topps Derek Jeter. And that was it. I only went to the stadium one time. I got him that one time. I know people have gone multiple times, and he doesn't really sign anymore. He just doesn't. I think he just wants to be there and just do his thing and come to work, which that's what he's going to do. I mean, you know, he's not there to really sign. He's there to handle business and take charge, and he has a lot of work ahead of him, but we'll see what the future has in store, though. So I'm not really going to bother him anymore as far as getting this one signed, but 2013 Topps Derek Jeter. Again, super excited to have this one in my collection. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than this. Honestly, I've never gotten Stan. I've tried, but never gotten him, and I'd rather have this card right here than 10 Stan autographs easily. So, all right, so there you go. So I just want to say thank you again to my subscribers. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the nice comments. And as far as comments, I still, I want this to be fun for everybody. I want to keep it clean. Sometimes I get these type of comments that I'll say I think Joe Montana is the greatest quarterback, and somebody will, be like, "You idiot, it's Tom Brady." So comments like that, I'm just gonna delete them and probably block you. So let's just try again to please keep it positive, keep it fun. It's a great hobby. There's a lot of really good guys out there who I watch the videos on YouTube. Please keep those videos coming as well. I really enjoy watching the videos, and if you haven't subscribed. If you have subscribed, I really appreciate it. And again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and write them down, and I'll go ahead and I'll answer. And if you guys are looking for anything in particular, let me know. Maybe I can try to help you out. But aside from that, it is Friday tonight. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and stay safe. Take care.